think herbivores are just peaceful grazers? Think again. When survival is on the line, even the gentlest creatures turn into brutal warriors. From bone-crushing clashes between bison to antelopes locking horns in deadly combat, these battles are anything but tame. Today we're diving into the most intense, blood-soaked duels ever captured in the wild. Let's jump into it right now. The Nubian ibex, mountain warriors with gravity-defying moves. High in the unforgiving, jagged mountains where sheer cliffs drop into oblivion, the Nubian ibex reigns supreme, not with sharp claws or fearsome teeth, but with a combination of agility, strength, and pure stubborn resilience. These wild goats are nature's own rock climbers, scaling near vertical surfaces with an ease that would make professional mountaineers weep with envy. But don't be fooled by their nimbleness. These animals are also warriors. The males, crowned with 80-centimeter curved horns, engage in spectacular head-to-head battles that resonate through the cliffs like nature's own drum roll. And these aren't gentle nudges. Each collision can generate forces up to 1,000 newtons, roughly the same impact as a heavyweight boxer's punch, or enough to topple a small tree. Yet, these fights aren't just about brute strength. The ibex, despite its rugged lifestyle, is a tactician. It knows when to charge, when to feint, and when to leap away at the last second, making its battles as much about strategy as they are about sheer power. And if things get too intense, the ibex simply retreats to its true domain, the sheer rock faces where almost no predator dares to follow. The mighty mongoose, a tiny warrior with a big attitude. In the grand theater of the wild, where towering elephants and prowling big cats take center stage, there exists a far smaller but no less formidable contender, the mongoose. At barely 0.7 kilograms, this pint-sized predator might not seem like much, but don't let its size fool you. Armed with sharp teeth, lightning-fast reflexes, and a fearless heart, the mongoose is nature's scrappy underdog, always ready for a fight. And what fights they are! Rival mongoose clans, sometimes 20 or 30 strong, clash in chaotic, high-energy skirmishes that resemble a Wild West showdown, only furrier. Teeth snap, claws slash, bodies tumble through the dust in a blur of frantic motion. But here's the surprising part. Despite the intensity, these battles rarely lead to serious injury. They're less about bloodshed and more about dominance. But make no mistake, mongooses are not just brawlers, they are tactical fighters. Their battles may look like madness, but there's a strategy at play. Clans work together with near military precision, defending their turf, ambushing rivals, and covering vast distances. Sometimes over a kilometer a day, patrolling their domain like tiny, four-legged warriors on constant alert. Wild horses, the warriors of the wind. Out on the open plains where the grass bows to the wind and the sky stretches endlessly, the wild horse reigns supreme. Unlike the domesticated breeds that live under the care of humans, wild horses live by a harsher code. One dictated by strength, resilience, and an unwavering instinct to protect their own. Armed with powerful hooves and razor-sharp teeth, a single kick from a wild stallion can generate a force exceeding 1,400 kilograms. Enough to break bones, crush ribs, or send a rival fleeing for his life. And yet, despite this devastating power, true fatalities are rare. Much like elephants, wild horses seem to understand that aggression is a tool, not a weapon of destruction. Their duels are fierce but measured, a primal dance where dominance is asserted, but life is seldom lost. The stakes are high. A victorious stallion earns the right to protect his harem, ensuring the survival of his lineage. A defeated one is cast into exile, left to roam the plains alone, waiting for another chance to challenge fate. In this world, there is no second place. Only those who lead and those who wait. Yet beyond their battles, wild horses are creatures of astonishing grace. They move like living gusts of wind, their hooves drumming against the earth in a rhythm as old as time. Their herds, tightly knit and loyal, operate with an almost telepathic unity, a testament to the deep social bonds that define their existence. The musk ox, thunder on hooves. Deep in the frozen expanse of the Arctic tundra, where the wind howls like a restless spirit and the ground remains locked in ice, a true titan roams, the musk ox. Draped in a shaggy coat thick enough to defy the most brutal cold, this prehistoric-looking behemoth is built for endurance, survival, and, when the time comes, battle. And what battles they are. During mating season, male musk oxen engage in clashes so thunderous they can be heard rolling across the tundra like distant storm clouds. Picture two heavyweights, each weighing over 300 kilograms, 660 pounds, locking eyes. Then, with a sudden, earth-shaking charge, they collide headfirst, their reinforced skulls and curved horns meeting with a force strong enough to shatter bone, equivalent to a small car crash. Yet, for all this raw power, musk oxen are not reckless brawlers. Their battles are not about destruction, but dominance. Each headbutt is a test of endurance, a contest of will, and perhaps most impressively, just before a fight turns lethal, the rivals disengage, their honor satisfied, their hierarchy established. This is nature's way of ensuring strength is measured, not wasted. Beyond their legendary duels, musk oxen are masters of survival. When Arctic blizzards strike with blinding snow and sub-zero temperatures, these resilient creatures form defensive circles, calves tucked safely in the center. Adults standing shoulder to shoulder, like an ancient fortress of fur and horn. Against the relentless tundra, unity is their greatest weapon. The wild is unforgiving, and today we've seen just how ruthless even herbivores can be when survival is on the line. These battles are not just about dominance, they are about life and death, about the primal instincts that drive all creatures to fight for their place in the world. If you enjoyed this deep dive into nature's rawest moments, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more intense wildlife action. Until next time, stay wild.